Hello there guys, thank you for watching Star Wars Comics, and in today's episode we will see how Sidious punished his apprentices, and in today's case, Vader himself. If you stick till the end of this video, you will realize that each and every time Sidious found new ways to torture and make his students suffer for their failures. We open on insurgents storming towards an Imperial base, a fight between New Phase stormtroopers against the Ovani natives who wanted to reclaim their planet back, Autovan 12. They were putting up a fair resistance until Vader intervened. Once in battle, Darth Vader crushed the natives, using the Force to push some to death and his lightsaber to demolish the rest. He was ruthless as usual, taking care of things all by himself, even with Commander Crick protesting that he didn't need to take these unnecessary risks, fighting in battle and risking death when they needed him the most. This advice was of course dismissed by Vader. Their sole purpose and mission on this planet, and more specifically this base, was the construction of the new Empire-era walkers that needed to finish production as soon as possible. The Emperor personally sent Vader to oversee the operation, for things to go smoothly and quickly. Knowing Vader, he was pretty confident the new Sith Lord would see things through. Crick was still wary of the insurgents, however, and the fact that their leaders were relentless in planning their attacks. Vader stepped in. He would take care of the Ovani once and for all, while his duty was solely to produce AT-AT walkers as soon as possible. As soon as he conferenced with Sidious, however, the Emperor told him differently. He ordered Vader to stay put. In no way should he risk the operation. He was sent to secure the facility and not to pursue the Ovani. Vader's anger was visible, especially since he informed Sidious of a powerful presence that he was feeling on the planet, suggesting a Force user was amongst the Ovani, a Jedi Knight, and perhaps even a Jedi Master, a survivor of Order 66. Sidious's say was final. Vader would not leave the base by any means necessary. In clear-cut Vader fashion, he would not let a chance to kill a Jedi slip away, especially since this Jedi could be the one he was searching for, his former master, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Once outside, Vader and the rest witness a ravaged clone trooper coming from ensuing battle. Before his death, the clone informed Vader that the enemy has a Jedi with them. Vader knew it. No longer was he puzzled as to what to do. He left the commander to take care of Tremor Base while he would hunt down this Jedi that is helping the natives. Indeed, they were all congregated, plotting against the Empire and the threat that will eventually come. In fact, the threat was already present. Vader slashed an insurgent and pushed all the rest, engaging the Jedi in a duel. The Sith grabs him by the throat, curious as to who he was, but soon he learns he is a Padawan. Vader now realizes that he has a master. However, the Padawan would not divulge any information other than his master was about to escape using his starship. Vader grew tired of this. He admitted the Padawan's will was strong, but not strong enough. After killing the Padawan, Commander Crick informs Vader that if this Jedi possesses a starship, it must be hidden on Mount Dijandi, a place where their scanners wouldn't even detect anything, pleading Vader to come back, but to no avail, of course. At that moment, Vader noticed something lurking in the shadows. The Ovani popped up and started shooting at Vader. One of them fired a mysterious device towards the location of Vader, and then all of them fled. Vader's droid IK-48 analyzed it and came to the conclusion that the device was a sound emitter, which Vader knew to be a call to something, a majestic beast, one that suddenly rose from seemingly nowhere. Vader tried to slash it with his lightsaber, but to no avail. It didn't work. His skin was such that it was impossible to cut through. It grabbed Vader, ready to crush and eat him, but the Sith had one more trick up his sleeve. A mind trick. He ordered the creature to stop and release him. He had other uses for the beast. Cut to a Jedi Master calmly meditating on Mount Dijandi. Vader was behind him, riding the beast to the Jedi's location. The Master knew that Vader had used a Jedi mind trick on the beast, but he was no Jedi. Vader goes on to ask him about his starship, and the Jedi reveals that there was never a starship. Vader was lured all the way out here for a reason. Suddenly, the creature left in a rush. As the Jedi mentioned, it is probably rushing towards another signal call. Realizing it's a trap, Vader furiously lunged towards the Jedi. After a few lightsaber hits, he cuts the Jedi's lightsaber in half. Fortunately, the Jedi had kept another saber as he injures Vader's arm with him dropping his lightsaber, but Vader had a second lightsaber of his own, the blue lightsaber that he had taken from the fallen Padawan, cutting right through the Jedi with it. Before death, he revealed his name to be Hylon, meaning trickster, fitting for what he just did to Vader. The Sith asked why he came here with no escape plan, to which the Jedi responded to go back to the base. He will understand everything then. It was a carnage. The beast had ravaged the base without hesitation. The wall was crushed, the AT-AT walkers destroyed, and the men all killed. It suddenly became apparent to Vader that the sole purpose was to lure him outside of the base. The natives had used the sound emitter device to call upon the beast, who took one look at the Imperials and crushed them completely. Vader had failed the one thing he was sent there to do. Suddenly, a cold, dark presence was near. Sidious had personally come to witness the destruction. As he was about to leave, he turned to Vader, telling him to meditate on his failure. Here, on this planet, alone, abandoned with no one in sight. A cruel punishment for someone who thought they had power. The comic ends here, but God only knows how long Vader was left to quote-unquote meditate on the planet all by himself. I guess the punishment fits the crime on this one. Legends lore still shows us that during the start of the new regime, Vader was still tested and failed many times. Palpatine was no Obi-Wan Kenobi. Either you listened to him or learned the hard way. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Really appreciate the support. Leave a like and a comment on your thoughts about what you just saw. And before you leave, of course, may the Force be with you always.